All right, so welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ari Malu, and I'm going to be showing you how to start a successful Shopify drop shipping store. And if you're not drop shipping, I'm going to show you how to start just a Shopify brand. So this is going to be based on my experience with working with, I believe, over 20 clients, and these are Shopify brands. And I've managed to scale them from some brands from zero to $5,000 a month, some from 5,000 to 10, 20, 30. And I've got one client in particular that's currently generating around about 10K per month every single month, and I'm currently managing the advertising for this client. So I just want you to know that the wisdom that you're going to learn from this video is definitely going to be helpful for you. And if you haven't managed to find any success in your dropshipping journey, then this video will definitely make a difference to hopefully propel you to the success that you're looking for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to my screen, and then I'm going to show you how to start a successful drop shipping store or a brand e-commerce related store in 2024. And this is going to be for beginners, it's going to be for intermediates, and it's also going to be if you're an expert already and you're just looking for what can boost your conversion rate by zero point 0.5 to even 1%, because in business those small margins can make a difference in boosting your revenue by 2, 3, even 5 times. Okay, let me switch to my screen now. Wonderful. So I'm going to take you through a couple of clients that I have worked with, clients that are currently generating roughly around about 40K per month in revenue. Now, this client is Micro Australia. I used to run the Facebook advertising for them last year, I believe. I started working with the client in February, and then we went our separate ways in August. So I had a good few months to run ads for them, and I took them from essentially they were making 5K a month to making 15K a month from advertising. So that's an additional 10K in revenue. And when you are starting your drop shipping store or whatever e-commerce related brand you want to start, my recommendation is number one, to pick some sort of a niche. Now, I know a lot of people start with like a one product drop shipping store, and that's okay. And what I would advise is whatever you decide to make is pick some sort of problem that people have. Don't go to YouTube, for example, and then pick some sort of product that is fancy or that is trending, because there's no longevity, there's no long-term success. You want something that people are currently facing on a daily basis or on a weekly or monthly basis. You want a problem, and a problem that's reoccurring. The reason why somebody is going to pay you money is because you solve a specific problem in their life. So, what I would advise you to do is pick some sort of problem that you want to solve in somebody else's life. And sometimes you don't need to go on YouTube, and you don't need to go on Wikipedia and search up, the most popular Shopify niches or hobbies, because usually the best Shopify niches, if you want any help to pick in a niche, is anything sports related, anything hobbies related, or anything that will help people in their relationships. But obviously, there's the three big markets: health, wealth, and relationships. So any Shopify store built around those three things is always going to succeed. But my advice is look into your own life and look at products that you have bought, products that you're passionate about, products that you've tried selling them before, or something that you actually care about, because a lot of people do this just for the sake of money. I want you to do this for the sake of you're passionate about it and you actually really love what it is that you do. Does that make sense? And the reason why I'm telling you this is when I spoke to the owners of Macro Australia, they were really passionate about the baby play mats that they were selling, because there were two mothers who had children, and they noticed that when they tried to get a mat for their kids to play on, all the mats in the marketplace were basically rubbish. So that's the reason why they started this brand that you can see over here, because they found a need in the marketplace because they were mothers themselves. Nobody was really providing good quality play mats for their children and their toddlers to play, have fun, to learn, to grow. So that's the reason why they started this brand, and that's why this brand when I started running ads, went from 5k to 15k within the space of 60 days. Does that make sense? So pick something that you're passionate about and pick a specific niche. Solve a single problem for your customer. Does that make sense? Perfect. And again, you can watch many other videos if you want more information on how to actually do this. So once you picked a niche, then what I would advise you do is with the niche that you pick, make sure that you have products that are related to each other, products that will help boost your average order value. So you can see over here that if you're a customer of Macro Australia, you can tell that yes, they're selling baby play mats, but they're also selling other products that you can add to your basket to increase your average order value, which just means increase the amount of money that you're going to spend on this specific store. Let me just hide that. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this is because what took this client from 5k to 10k wasn't what took this client from 10k to 15k. And sorry for the fact that it's loading. It might be the fact that I'm recording and trying to do this at the same time. But anyway, what took this client from 5k to 10k wasn't what took it from 10k to 15k. What took it from 10k to 15k was the fact that people were adding stuff to their basket. So when a client would come, they will purchase a playmat, for example, and then you can do it yourself. And when you have free time, you would click on the add to cart, and then when hopefully it will work. Sorry that the fact that my computer is a bit slow. It's just the fact that I'm recording whilst doing this, and I probably got so many tabs. But anyway, when people will click on the add to cart, at the bottom it will come up with an option that you want to add additional items to your baskets. So that's what really made the difference. The fact that number one, it was a niche specific store. Number two, the products that the clients had was all related together. So when you did add something to your cart, that customers will purchase other additional items. So those are the things that I want you to consider when you're starting your Shopify journey, whether it is drop shipping, whether it's drop servicing, whether it's an actual brand that you've made yourself from scratch. So that's the whole Shopify element. Now I can go into greater detail, which I am going to do, but I'm going to do that in later videos. So don't worry. Now, the other part to this, here we are. So this is what I was talking about, which is pretty much, which is pretty much over here. So when you add to cart, you can see that you give people the option to add additional items, which will allow you to increase the average order value. So make sure that when you do start your store, that you give people the option to add multiple items, because that will make a significant difference. And let me give you an actual real life example. So let me go to, well, it's not over here. So let me go to Shopify admin. So this is one of my client stores, and I'm just going to show you the back office of the store. So you can see here that these are the orders that have come in today. I believe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 orders. But you can see that a lot of these people, a lot of these customers have purchased upsells. And I can guarantee you that upsells attribute to at least 40 to even 50% of the revenue of this Shopify store. But I'm not going to go into detail with this store. Perhaps another time I'll go into detail. So that's what I would advise. Pick something that's niche specific, number one. Number two, make sure that you have items that will allow you to increase your average order value. And then number three is you need to drive traffic to your store, i.e., you need to run some sort of ads, whether it's TikTok, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Google. Now, you're probably wondering, which one do I choose? And this comes down to what it is that you're selling. So, for example, if you're selling furniture, you can run Facebook ads, but something furniture based might do really well running Google ads, for example, because I will see especially for myself, I would go on Google, I would type in sofas, for example, or tables, chairs, whatever it might be. So you might have greater success running Google ads. However, if you are selling a product that is not that expensive, something that's 10, 20, $30, like a household accessories like earphones or an iPhone charger, or you get what I mean. Basic, I wouldn't say cheap products, but basic products that are easy to understand, that isn't too complicated, and that's not that expensive, like earphones or whatever it might be, then you can definitely go with TikTok. But my experience is with Meta ads, or Facebook ads, I still like to call it. So let me just come out of here, and then let me go to one of my clients' ad accounts. So I'm going to be completely transparent with you guys. I'm going to show you the ad accounts. I'm going to show you the ads. I'm going to show you the results that we are generating for this client, so that you know that I know what it is that I'm talking about. And again, my apologies if it's going a bit slow. My internet connection is a bit slow for this particular video. But anyway, let me just go over here, and let me go to something that's a bit more easier to understand. Perfect. Right. So this is the one of the ad accounts for my clients. So one thing that I will give in today's video, because this is not a Facebook advertising video, but whatever store that you decide to run, sorry, make sure that the ads that you are creating, that you test. One of the things that I realize when people are running Facebook advertising is they're just not testing enough. And what I mean by testing is, let me go to this campaign. As you can see, in this particular campaign, I've created 14 different ad sets, 14 different audiences, from cold audiences in terms of testing different interest, one interest, five interest, six interest. With this particular audience, I'm testing eight different interests, and not just testing interest, I'm also testing retargeting, website visitors. I'm also doing lookalike audiences. So I'm testing everything under the sun to see which audience is actually going to bring the results for this client. Does that make sense? And then with each and every single one of the ads that I create, what I've noticed to work really, really well for this client is catalog ads. So I've created a catalog ad, and I'm testing different ad copy to see what actually works. And in another video, I'll go into the actual Facebook ads, the strategy, the copy, the creatives. But for this video, if I'm going to tell you one thing, no matter if it's Google, no matter if it's TikTok, test and keep on testing, and don't stop testing until you find a winner. Does that make sense? And that's all I'm going to leave you with today. I know it's very short, but it's just obviously it's my first video, so I want to get a feel to it. And I hope this has definitely helped. That make sure that you pick a niche specific store. Make sure with whatever store you pick, the products that you add to that store complement each other, so that when people add something to their cart, that the other products will complement the original purchase, so they want to add it. Because this, I took this from $10,000 to 15,000, so an extra $5,000 per month was generated because people were adding additional items to their basket. And in terms of running ads, I'm going to create a separate video. So if you go to the link down below, or I'm not, maybe not today when you're watching this video, but sometime in the future, I'll create like a 15, 20, 30-minute video where I go into greater detail on creating advertisements that generate a 4, 5, and a 10x return on your client's investment with the unique ad formula that I use. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. I hope you have a fantastic day. And then of course, if you want to book a call with me that you're interested in actually growing your e-commerce store, just click on the link down below, and then you can schedule a time that's convenient to you. We can hop on a call. And again, the call is going to be absolutely for free. I'm just going to be looking at your business, looking at what it is that you're struggling with and what you need help with. But there's one thing that I would like you to know, that I don't do free trials. So if you're going on the call hoping that I will work for you for free, unfortunately, I do not do that at all, because I've got so many clients that I know that I can deliver upon my promise. So I don't need to do a free, 30-day trial like a lot of agencies do. So an investment, if you do want to work with me, is required, but I do guarantee you will get a return on your investment. So I'll leave that up to you. But even if you don't want to invest, you can still book a consultation call with me, and I can obviously give you recommendations that will, of course, propel you closer to achieving your goal. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you have a magnificent day, and I'll catch you in the next one.